So I think I disconnected from the from Twitch for some reason. I don't know if I'm back now. Ah, the chatbot is not running. Oh, there was an ad playing? There shouldn't be an ad playing. My router disconnected. So I have I set it to disconnect somewhere at night. I'm not usually up at this time. Unfortunately I can't disable the ads that play when you connect to the stream. So there should not be any mid-stream ads. But my router just disconnected the DSL connection because it's in the middle of the night here. Twitch is the only place on the internet where I regularly consume ads. But mostly because the Twitch users that I watch, that's for me the only way to support them. Well, I could pay money, but I'm too cheap for that. But I don't want to inflict ads on anybody else, and that's really unfortunate that you can't disable ads at all completely under Twitch. You can only disable midstream ads. Yeah, same here. So I have an ad blocker everywhere. I didn't even try to block the ads on Twitch because I only watch people, and in this case I know that some of the proceeds go to them. But same here. I cannot stand ads. Good thing, yes. For me, it's unbelievable when you watch over the shoulder of somebody who's using a web server browser, and you see how the internet looks like with all these ads. And the first thing I usually ask them if they want the ads, and if they don't want the ads, I install them the ad blockers. And also, I cannot. For me, it's horrible because the ads are usually so horribly distracting. So if they wouldn't be moving and blinking and doing stuff like that, maybe it would be better. And then your Twitch happens and you're reminded that they exist. Yep. So I bet if I disable the ad blocker here, that it will, and reload this page, that I will see ads here. Oh, no ads. That's interesting. Okay, I think I got to go to bed. If you ever get around to try it out, so the bot should currently ideally work if you go to the to the repository. Oh, okay, so that is really annoying. Well, unfortunately, I don't have any epileptic disorder, but I'm really annoyed by distracting ads, by flushing and movement. So even though I'm not prone to having seizures, I really hate them also. And the blinking is especially bad because your brain is simply conditioned to react to movement. It's just an evolutionary trait. So if you design a user interface and you have any blinking, people will be much more attracted to the blinking. That's why I hate ads that move around. And in your case, if you have a medical condition, well, you can, how do I recommend the bot to be installed? I think you should be able to use it directly when running the Python code, but you can also currently simply use setup.py. So if you run, I would definitely recommend installing a virtual env for the Python. So don't install it into your system Python. And you can simply set up py bdist underscore wheel, and then you get a wheel compiled, and you can install the wheel. And there must also be a setup py command that you can install it directly into your virtual env. But you can also try running it in your local, simply by using the Python. But you might have to adjust your Python path in this case to get the module, to have the modules found. And then you will, yeah, then that's exactly so. We already have Python installed on her computer. So so I did the bad. Yeah, so if you download the repository onto her computer, it should also be running without using the wheel, installing the wheel. You might have to adjust the Python path. And then you will also need to copy this configuration file, but if you run any of the bots, it should tell you the default location. So if you run any of the bots of the programs, it should tell you the location where to put the configuration file, but only the chatbot needs a config file. But we could also have another Discord meeting at some time. The last time I walked Phoenix through it, but this little bot is intended to be very easy to use. So that was my main focus on it, because I want as many people as possible to be able to use it. So ideally, it should be really easy to set up with much less hassle than the old one. And then once all the overlay is running and the chatbot is running, you simply add a browser source to OBS, and that should be more or less all you need to do. Yeah, I think she does. That is one of the more regular steps. You simply add a browser source. I could show you. Wait. So this is my OBS, and adding a browser source is more or less only add a browser, and then you can enter a URL to a browser. And the overlay that I wrote is more or less this one here, and that connects then to a local HTTP server. But I could also definitely, we could also definitely have another small Discord meeting. Exactly. So the chatbot and the local service, they are separated because they both have their own event loop. So, and I didn't want to muck around with threading to get those event loops out of the way. So I put them in different processes as God intended. So I only really ever use threads if I don't have any other way to do it. That's why they are running in two different processes. But there's also a controller process. So if you start the SmirnyBot command, it will start the other child processes. But you can run the chatbot and the overlay independently also. Yeah, so I always when I talk about threads and people wanting to use them too early and too eagerly without understanding the trouble, I always tell them that threads are evil. Do you know this from the SQLites page? Threads are evil. Wait, where is it? I always like this quote from the SQLite page. I mean, and they're not that bad, but I only use them if you have a really good reason. And when you can simply do inter-process communication using a simple HTTP server, why should you not use different processes? Okay, it's time for me to go to bed. So it was really nice meeting you, highly enjoyable. And I do hope we get the chance to chat again. And definitely say hi to me, say hi to Phoenix for me. And there will definitely be more development on the bot. So the basic functionality is there, but I will do a lot more polishing. Okay, I don't think I want to raid anywhere now. Oh, I didn't know Phoenix has a Discord. I'm still getting used to Discord. I'm not really used to using it. Before Twitch, I had no use for it. But I will definitely invite myself there if I can. Is a username on Discord the same? Okay, yeah, that would be great. I'm already friends on Discord with Phoenix, so should we have our connection? Then I'll definitely get in contact. Okay, thank you very much. I'll simply stop the stream. I'm a bit too lazy to private anywhere to raid anywhere now. I want to go to bed, so I'll just shut the stream down. I don't think I have any viewer anyway, besides you. So have a great day. See you around. Good night. Bye bye. And the final look at the table. It's only starting.